Good evening and welcome to the 90th commencement at Walt Whitman High School. Actually, we already had the 90th and the 91st earlier today. This one is the 92nd, followed by the 93rd, 94th, 95th, 96th, and 97th. As the term commencement implies, we are here not only to honor the academic accomplishments of these young men and women, but also to wish them well as they embark on the next chapter of their lives. Today marks a significant milestone for all present. It is our wish, as it is yours, to make this ceremony a safe and solemn event which will become a cherished memory for the graduates and families. To this end, we ask that all parents remain in their seats and refrain from stepping up to take pictures, as we have the photographers here to do so when the names are called. In this way, we can make this the dignified ceremony that these young people deserve. Also, since you are sitting with your immediate family, if you are comfortable, feel free to take your masks off, and then you can put them back on your way off the field. In a moment, I will ask you to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing after that for our national anthem. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets repelled the singing air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. The student-led portion of our program, we would like to pause to honor the top 10 scholars for 2020 who are with us at this present time. Students, please stand when I call your name to be recognized. Jeremy Foreman. Gabrielle Gerard. Stephen Verderame. I now call up our student speaker for this evening. Please welcome Class of 2020 valedictorian, Stephen Verderame.
Thank you for coming. It's truly an honor to be standing here and speaking in front of you today. Picture this. It's 11 p.m. No, more realistic. It's 3 a.m. You've been binging your favorite show, movie, or anime all night. Your heart's pumping. You're sitting to the questions that the ending bad. You start to look back at the best joke. School kind of ended on one of those cliffhangers, and you know what they say about cliffhangers. It already seems like ages since we walked these hallways, and while some of us were probably ecstatic to have an earlier than anticipated end to our torture, I challenge all of you to think of something or someone that you didn't get a chance to say goodbye to. Maybe it was your favorite spot to cut class, or a person who always made you laugh. Maybe it was a teacher that you really liked, or a classmate that helped you through your toughest subject. And think of all the good memories that you had, no matter how few or hard to come by they may feel. Maybe someone stood up for you, offered you a seat, or drove you to school, going to Dunkin', or meeting new people, participating in sports, clubs, or even just going home and playing video games, getting Dippin' Dots, or what about watching a movie when your teacher is absent and not having to do one of those annoying worksheets? I'd be naive to say we'll remember these things forever, but I am confident in saying that our time here at Whitman has shaped us forever. Perhaps we've been exposed to different perspectives we never would have considered, learn not to judge someone too quickly, or realize not to take the simple things like seeing each other every day for granted. And as cliche as it sounds, I think our time apart has really brought us closer together. Not just our class, but with all lives. If nothing else, at least it's given us a starting point for some small talk later on in the future. Oh, you're from the class of 2020 as well? What's the weirdest thing you used as toilet paper? But I think I could say our shared experiences at Whitman and during quarantine has done much more than that. We're all on the verge of one of the biggest changes of our lives, while living through a global pandemic, economic recession, and countless other worldwide conflicts. There will come a time when the world is in our hands, when our experiences guide decisions that truly matter. And when that time comes, I'm confident that we'll be able to look at each other and remember the challenges that we share, the jokes that we can laugh at, and the TV shows that we have in common. So now is the time for us to collect everything that we've gained here and carry it to our next stage in our lives. Now is the time for us to reflect on how we changed and on the people who supported us through it. And now is the time to walk forward with all. Goodbyes aren't easy, but having to say moving on, getting to see more in life. Staying in one place is comfortable, but comfort doesn't yield progress. And to quote the cliffhanger ending show that our senior shirt was based on, life, it's moving, always moving, whether we like it or not. And yeah, sometimes it's painful.
It's my pleasure to finally welcome you to our 2020 graduation ceremony. It's been a long time waiting. I must say that it's a little surreal to be able to be in person here on the stage. This is something that has been in the making for the last 18 years of your lives. These last few months have shown us, all of us present, how important this ceremony truly is. It is not only a culmination of the last 18 years, but a testament to the resiliency of our society and this student body. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the parents of our graduates. They are the true heroes of this ceremony. They are the ones that pushed you when necessary, held you when you were hurting, and praised you when you truly needed it the most. I hate to say it, but this day is not just about you, graduates. It's a funny thing being a parent. We once were where you are today, full of hopes and dreams, ready to take on the world. And while scary at times, will hold wonderful things in the future. This day is not just about academics. is something that no student should ever have to face. The proms, the powder puffs, the senior sports nights, everything that makes the culture of a senior year was missing. A student's senior year is something to look forward to and to be revered. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I think in some ways you were robbed of that. It is in your journey here at Walt Whitman and the subsequent last few months, though, that have truly shaped each person here's ideas, lives, and opinions about the world around them. And it is the struggles on that journey that has helped shape your perspectives and how to navigate through these troubled times. I guess that's what life is supposed to be like. Life is never supposed to be easy. The trials that we face allow us to learn and grow, not only for ourselves, but also within the lessons that you will teach to your own children, just as your parents have. Knowing that you have had to overcome so many obstacles and persevere through such dark times has given me faith that the future truly is bright, and that you, the people that we honor today, will make sure that this nation and our world are in great hands. Selfishly, I don't want to see you go. This class in particular has had a special place in my heart. And from what I've seen from this class, they have not only taught me or have me grow as an educator, but as a parent and a human being. The bonds of friendship that you've made with each other, your teachers, and even with me will endure long past this graduation date. As a principal, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of my favorite classes, and probably will be my favorite class of my career. Not because you were good students, or that you were good athletes, but because you were good people, and you showed that every single day. You know how things should and can be, and have the strength to change them for the better. Just like the proud parents and family members that sit behind you now, I leave all my hopes and dreams in your hands. I am confident that you will not only succeed in your own lives, but make this world a better place. Now, I know you're going to have failures and defeats. I know things are going to get hard at times, but I also believe that you have the strength to overcome them, and have shown that this year in particular. What you have accomplished is nothing short of amazing. Please know that while you leave the halls of Walt Whitman, you will never truly leave our hearts. I will always remember you as a class that truly defined the word community. As you leave us, I will hold on to these memories that we have made, the laughs we have shared, the tears we have shed, and the sense of pride we felt knowing that we were part of something larger than ourselves. Just like the Whitman Rock behind me, your influence, compassion, and legacy will stand the test of time and endure forever in the hearts of future graduates and in the traditions that you helped establish here at Whitman. I guess that's my message for you, class of 2020. The word together. Together, we can achieve anything. Together, we're stronger.
Together, we are Whitman. Congratulations, class of 2020. God bless you, and I will miss you as you leave our halls.
Students, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our President of the Board of Education, Mr. Nicholas Ciapetta.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of a very proud Board of Education, I want to congratulate the class of 2020 and your families. No graduating class has ever experienced a year quite like this, and we hope not have to. But no graduating class has ever impressed us
the way you have. In the darkest of times, and there were dark ones, there were always moments of hope, times that restore our sense of normalcy, and times that move us to tears. For me, one of those moments came on the morning of May 22nd, when your class gave an emotional surprise to Principal John Murphy to thank him for everything that he has done. Mr. Murphy will not soon forget that moment, and neither will anyone else who was present. And it reminded me of everything that is so special about our South Huntington community. Our empathy, our warmth, our optimism, and our strength. Your class in particular embodies that strength. And that is why your senior class gift is so appropriate. That maroon boulder that sits behind me will establish a new and lasting tradition that will connect future generations of South Huntington students. That moment on May 22nd also reassured us and gave us faith about our future. It gave us hope that your class can solve the unsolvable problems, cure incurable illnesses, and unite our country like unite our community. I know we're asking a lot of you, 17 and 18-year-olds, but you have proved that you're up to the challenge. Next year, you'll spread out, some as far as California and some as near as Farmingdale. But I hope wherever you end up next year and wherever your paths take you in the future, that you will always hold a little special place in your heart for the maroon and white. I would like to now introduce our phenomenal superintendent, Dr. David Bernardo, who will tell us the weirdest thing that he has used as toilet paper. Just kidding. Too much information. Dr. Bernardo?
Tough to follow that. I won't take much of your time, but I will say a couple of quick things from the Board of Education, the administration, the teachers, and your community. I know this year did not turn out the way you envisioned, and I know this moment even might not be the way any of us envisioned. But what I can say with 100% assurity is that through every one of these hurdles that this class has had to come through, you've done it with the pride and the dignity that your parents taught you, and you've done it with the class that you've shown since I met you when you were in 5th grade. The bottom line is that you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control the way you react to them. And if that's truly the case, then you've proven to be people of the highest caliber. So I stand in awe of you, of how you've kept your chin up and kept your smile on no matter what's happened. I stand in respect of you for what you've accomplished and will accomplish. And I join all of our Board of Education members in your community in saying that we love you. Now we look forward to introducing you to the community as our newest graduates.
Caitlin Demore. Haley Dearborn. Thomas Decker. Michael Deitch. Joseph Delaccio. Peter DeMeo. Andriana Di Bartolomeo. Alexander Di Lorenzo. Tatiana Dado. Daniela Doran. Joseph Dowling. Shane Duffy. Eric Dye. Emma Edelman. Anna Edwards. Emily Engorin. Alejandro Enriquez. Rafael Espinelli. Abdul Fahim. Hamza Farouk. April Farrell. Kelly Feldman. Tommy Figueroa. Sean Finnan. Kristen Finnerty. Gabrielle Fiordalisi. Daniel Flores. Milton Flores. Pamela Flores. Jessica Flores Medina. William Floyd. Diana Fogel. Jeremy Foreman. Jason Ferdera. Samantha Francois. Madison Fulcher. Sam, go to your right, Sam. Keep going to your right, Sam. Step on those note back there. Good job. Some people just want to steal the spotlight. Jake Fullerton. Andrew Galati. Brian Garcia. Jana Garden. Makai Gilbert.
Gabrielle Girard. Cassidy Gadisi. Gabrielle Gadisi. Olivia Golandiowski. Kenya Gonzalez. Lauren Gotard. Emma Graff.
And to make this really official, I'd like to bring back to the lectern Dr. David Bernard.
So now to make it irreversible, Mr. Chiappetta was carrying the Board of Education by the power invested in me by the state of New York and the South Huntington Board of Education. I can attest that all the young men and women, all the students that you see before you this evening, have fulfilled all their obligations set forth by the New York State Board of Regents, as well as, and more importantly, the South Huntington school community and their families. With that said, we now declare a very special group of people proud graduates of Walt Whitman High School. God bless you.
You can throw your hats, just make sure you catch them. No? Nobody? There's one back there. Nice. Okay, sit down. As we close out this evening's ceremony, I ask that you please rise and join in the singing of the Walt Whitman High School alma mater. The words are on the back of your program. This recording you're about to hear was created virtually by members of the graduating class of 2020, one of whom is with us this evening, Jana Gardner. Please rise. Congratulations, graduates of 2020. As the recessional begins, we ask you please exit the field the way you came in, with your masks on. Graduates, we are so very proud of you and wish you all the best that life has to offer. Congratulations and good night.